again, Hanskin just not incredibly fun. Only 260 GPM, and I mean, yeah, they have Boxy on his carry Ravenor, but I mean, is that going to be enough? This Legionnaire pick is definitely taking effect, and he hasn't even got his portal key yet as well, and he's already got 8 kills to his sort of presence already. So when the portal key happens as well, I mean, they've got the good initiation from Pebbles and Legionnaire as well as Bubbles, and then obviously got the right click presence of Silhouette, and I mean, they're nearly 8,000 gold ahead. I mean, this game is looking very, very nice here for Absolute Legends. I mean, Night Raid, man. This tags, man.
Yeah, how about that? I mean, the Night Raid, again, this is Willowkeeper here now. Willowkeeper obviously started off really slow here in the cycle and losing to Dawn. That's why they had to, play in the first round in the losers bracket, and that's why they're here in the first place. But Torture going to get picked up in the meantime, but Night Raid, like I said even a little bit earlier, they really are starting to really impress me more and more as time goes on. Yeah, top lane, Misery gets credit for the kill. Up here, Silhouette also assisting. Magnus going in, but at what cost for him? He pops the Eruption. It's doing some good damage, and now Ravener joins the party. Pebbles is going to be picked up. Silhouette in trouble. Her illusion is dead. She can't tree grapple right there. She just kind of has to stand her ground, hope for the best. Not going to happen. She goes down as well. And actually, Willowkeeper gets some revenge for their fallen teammate in Torture, as well as Wretched Hag. That happened right there. So, well played. I was also going to comment on Ravener's build, by the way. He actually just got the portal key, which he used right there, but he actually went the Abyssal Skull first on top of the Steam boots. Again, not maybe you would think or you would expect, but
he goes whenever Boxy plays Ravenor, he plays carry Ravenor. He plays it all the time in Team M actually, and he plays it incredibly well. But I think he realised that actually he needed some kind of initiation. Although Magnus does have PK, he needs to have some kind of mobility in the team fights. Obviously, Hag is going to be able to carry it as well, and even though he's picked up the portal key, Ravenor can still do a lot of damage and still carry into the late game as well. So he's got 400 GPM, he can afford to go for the portal key, and it's just nice to have as well, that kind of mobility, and useful in terms of initiation. So yeah.
What is this? Legionnaire coming down here with Pebbles. They're looking for an attempt. Now, Torch kind of hit him behind the trees here. I don't know if he's going to be spotted. He actually placed the word aside. That's going to spot them, but now they just saw that being placed with the ref for it, so they got to know something's up. Magnus stuns in, though, and Legionnaire going to be jump Pebbles, so he reacts onto Wretched Hag. Wretched Hag going to fall in the process. Legionnaire has a taunt still. He's going to use it right there. Gets the buffed armor. Then a Cavitate gets the kill just before. So Cookies does end up with a double tap. Now here's joined Silhouette Ravener. He got here, and now he's probably regretting that. In comes Bubbles as well. He gets locked down. Down goes Ravener. Empath going to be picked off. It's a near genocide in favor of Night Raid here. Magnus able to make it back to base, but that was kind of funky because they did a pretty good job in Night Raid of not showing too much. Legionnaire clearly was showing himself counter-warding, but I think Willowkeeper did not realize that there was a lot more there than just the Legionnaire. And that obviously backfired, especially with the Pebbles being there ready to go. So that's a big fight to win, and yeah, Night Raid really has a good lead here.
Exactly, man. USA, because
America.
I mean, obviously, Tree are playing with Hanskin and playing over standard, but still, I mean, The Last of Us is... oh man, these names are so troll. Night Raid, sorry. I mean, actually, there's going to be a TP trying to maybe try and defend this tier 2, but it's already fallen, so that's not going to be any kind of defense there. But yeah, I mean, this is Tree, obviously, they are playing with a standard, but I mean, The Last of Us... I mean, well, they weren't gold. They were gold the previous cycle, obviously, or the cycle before that, but still to... I mean, they are very far ahead. Obviously, the game is still a lot to be played, but I mean, having a good showing here in game number 3. So
yeah, it's they got to be feeling pretty good about where they're at. 23 minutes in again. The winner of this will be playing the winner of the other series that we're just covering. Now, like I said, I don't know if it's even 100% official yet, but Nullstone versus Dawn. Dawn, of course, looking like they were going to win that series 2-0. So ideally, if things play out as we expect, the winner of this will be playing Dawn come next week into the losers bracket. What would be the third round matchup? So, yeah, definitely moving along here in what is going to be cycle number 4. Of course, that also means that you'll be a top 4 finish, and Night Raid, that'll be the first time they made it that high up, and that was going to be a good feeling as well. Just Dawn, for that matter, at that point. So, a couple of newcomers as far as the top teams go. Again, Sync and BMG, that classic matchup, going to be coming at you in the winter bracket finals. What will be next weekend as well. I know a lot of people have constantly been asking about that. So, Kongor going to be picked off here by Night Raid. Again, a case of Tree. Maybe they don't know, but probably wouldn't be able to stop it anyways, as it's just too powerful right now that Night Raid is. Legionnaire leading the way, just tanking Kongor here. And Silhouette will definitely be the one to pick it up, I'm sure. 440 gold per minute for her. Portal key, the Nullstone, has those steam boots. They're going to find Empath, actually. Empath was just simply trying to counter-ward, damn it. And Root of Zeta is not allowed to do that, apparently. So, good job by Night Raid controlling that part. Now, top tower being pushed. This is still a top tower. I mean, it's only 24 minutes in, but still being up here. Willowkeeper going to try to take it out now. And I think they're going to be safe with that. But yeah, it really does go back. You look at Wretched Hag, he has not been able to have the best farm here. Obviously, returning it late, so it's hard to say exactly what the issue was. But you mentioned Legionnaire for one, but you look at overall on this Hellborn side. They got Glacius, a great counter to Hag with the freeze. They got Bubbles with the Song of the Sea. They got Pebbles with a lot. Like, there's a lot of lockdown here on the Hellborn side. That definitely, I'm sure, has caused issues throughout this game. So middle lane, is Boxy going to be jumped? He is. Pebbles goes in, but his teammates were kind of falling back right there as he did. So he manages to get a creep kill, though, in the process. And he's starting to fall back, but actually Ravner wants revenge damage. He's going to try to go, and Kelfield comes out. Here we go with the top front Legionnaire. Decapitate to follow, I'm sure. No, but the big Magma is done. Now we're going to see. No, he couldn't get it off, actually. Legionnaire goes down. And all of a sudden, it's a 2-for-0 exchange so far, making it 3-for-0 as Glacius falls. Night Ray getting a little antsy, having some fun. That definitely bit them in the ass right there.
Man, these Ravener charges are up to 230 charges. I mean, Ravener's hitting ridiculously hard. But I mean, again, we talk about Hanskin, he can still play, but it was a great Bat Blast, and even better stun actually from Cracker. 3-man stun onto a 3-man Bat Blast. Absolutely destroyed that team fight, and I mean, Night Ray were looking good, but after that great team fight coming out from Tree, I mean, Tree are still in this, and they're looking to take on the Tier 2 as well, actually, but Silhouette is in the vicinity here. I don't know if she can maybe try and delay, maybe get a deny, or even try and team fight. Pebbles is up in 13 seconds. Yeah,
Legionnaire again has that buyback, so I think they could time this, actually. Pebbles, as you mentioned, is going to be up very, very shortly. The tower's not falling that fast. Now, they are going to go the uphill right here, and they're going to spot Silhouette, actually. Portal keys in, and he uses the tree grapple even just to help with that. So no buyback's going to be had because Tree, anyways, ultimately is going to start falling back. And that'll be the end of that. But, yeah, that's got to feel pretty good for Willowkeeper, though, knowing how this game has been going. That they win a pretty solid fight right there, and buying some time for Wretched Hag to get the Grimoire, because, again, especially once she gets the Grimoire, sure, that might not have the brightest GPM now, but gets that at least. She will most likely be level 16 at that time as well. And you're talking about a Grimoire, a level 3 Bat Blast. It's a good amount of damage, definitely. So, and not to mention the added farm potential that it continues to give her as things progress. So, Night Raid, though, they're going to keep it going, though, as they should. Token of Life at 216 remaining and counting. So this is going to be a middle secondary tower kill. I don't think we're going to see any defense put up. There is a top tower as well up as a secondary tower. Oh, Ravener, he's actually in a pretty good position. Bubbles probably going to spot him, though. They see the courier area. He's going to be caught up by Ravener. Look at that damage! You're talking about the charges, man, adding up. He does get taunted, though, and actually Bubbles able to portal key away. Tower goes down, but here we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's a couple of fights going on. She denies the tower, does Boxy. Throughout all of that, the courier is killed. It's a little bit awkward there. But, okay, Empath and Torture were picked up. There's a couple of fights going on, so it's hard to keep track. Yeah.
So troll. Oh, man.
Are they going to keep pushing here?
Oh, Eruption.
Yeah, Eruption comes out. That's a real Silhouette, yep. She is going to go down. Took a like to bring her out. Pebbles also gets picked off, and now Silhouette. Portal keys out. Legionnaire went in, though. Some miscommunication, maybe not the best. Glacial downpour, though. Locking it out. It's going to be a full duration, it looks like. Song of the Sea also on top of that. And in the background, Wretched Hag gets picked off. Ravener's trying to stand his ground the best that he can, but now he's in trouble. He's able to portal key, though. In the process, there was buybacks used. Actually, it looks like both. Actually, Wretched Hag buys back right there, but the decapitate to finish off Ravener. But Wretched Hag wants something, has a bat, but oh, he misses! Hanskin whiffed the Bat Blast right there. They will lock down Silhouette, though, and they will at least get the kill onto her. She's trying so hard that it hit Legionnaire, but it wasn't to be, as well as Bubbles, and so they're both going to be fine for now. But it ain't over just yet. Legionnaire going kind of an awkward path right here, but Pebbles jumps in. He picks off Torture, and Magnus gets a cut of Legionnaire, though. And so it's still even going. And now Pebbles actually might be in some trouble with the Haunted Plate, I'm sure. Going to be coming up right here. There we go. Slow comes out. Pebbles now he kind of has to stand his ground. He has a chuck, but there's no way he's going to turn this. Yeah, he's going to end up dropping most likely. That's one auto attack away. Maybe deny. No, can't get there in time. And he falls. Jeez, that lasted forever.
Yeah, it did last forever, but you saw the impact that Legionnaire actually has though, in his team fights. Like, if he can catch Hag with the taunts from Legionnaire, like, Hag just instantly bursting down. In the team fight, actually, Boxy missed his stun by like a split second as a result. Legionnaire got away, and then they got reinitiated back onto Hag, and the team fight just worked very, very well for Night Raid, and actually caused the buyback on Magnus as well. So no more buybacks on Magnus. Only one left for Wretched Hag, and they did take the tier 2 mid, and they are not too far behind in Golden Experience, but still Night Raid looking incredibly strong at the moment.
Yeah. You see, obviously, falling back for now, so Night Raid gonna push back this middle lane as they can for the time being. Got level 19 Silhouette, by the way, but oh look, Magnus actually up there with the Silhouettes, believe it or not, being played by Cracker. He's also level 19, so he's managed to be up there again. Hag, his struggles continue, and yeah, the buyback really just pushes back the Grimoire. So exactly as maybe good as that finish was for Willowkeeper, there's definitely a bigger story to it when you look at it and kind of break it all down. So you have that Geometer's Bane on Silhouette now. She's actually making her way to the top lane. Wretched Hag, the damage is real, man. He is going to be able to blink away. Will it ultimately get away? Pebbles.
Oh my god.
Man, now that was a quarter of a second,
close.
if that, as far as landing. So yeah, very, very close, but Haxray gets away. And he actually got the Grimoire purchased just before, too. So he does have that now, at least, which is good news. But here comes a top tower push. What will be the last outer tower destroyed in Night Raid's favor, as long as it goes down, which, again, I'm sure it will. As off to the side, Ravener actually runs into Legionnaire, and Ravener doesn't really have his teammates nearby. Shrunken Head is popped. He's putting some damage on the Bubbles. Takeover, though, will stop a little bit. You see, again, the charges are adding up. Look at that damage on the Bubbles. Can he maybe port a key away in time? Yes, no, he cannot. The Stalagmites were there, but just not enough. Chuck comes down. Glacial Damper off to the side. Then a Decapitate to finish off Ravener. Magnus stuns in, though. He's channeling that Eruption. And nice tablet, though, to cancel it. I'm not sure who it was. I think it was Glacius right there. Able to get away. Legionnaire going to go for the TP. He will be fine. They did pick off Pebbles, though.
So many great plays in that team fight there. And it's still not over. Actually, Glacius is going to fall. But two things that really stood out to me is that actually, Bubbles Keltfielded onto two, and then Pebbles actually chucked the hero in the Keltfield to Legionnaire. And then obviously Revenant took the Keltfield and Snap Stunner and the damage, which gave enough damage threshold for Legionnaire to instantly decapitate. And then the Magnus Eruption, which was stopped by actually Glacius with the tablet command. And so Night Raid, man, they're playing incredibly well. But fact of the matter is, actually, they did lose the team fight, and actually Tree are looking to take the tier 3, if not Rex, in this team fight.
Yeah, you talk about a completely different opposite series as far as action goes. There's been plenty of this series, it looks like. So no different here in what is the third and final game, of course. Again, both these teams trying to stay alive here in what is Cycle 4, trying to move on to be the top 4 team in Cycle 4 in the next weekend. The loser would be finishing in that 5th, 6th place spot. So port backs from Willowkeeper. They're not going to keep that push going as soon as the resurrections happen. And it's Silhouette going to be the last one, as she does right there. So yeah, about 50 hero kills now, about 31 plus minutes into this game. Sheepstick picked up by Bubbles right there. Of course, a very good pickup for their team. And going to assist with the extra lockdown. Legionnaire going the Shaman's Headdress here. I guess this is a very magic-heavy team, to say the least. So I was gonna say, was that maybe the best option? But the more I'm looking at it, especially turning that into a barrier idol here.
I mean, I would have preferred the Barbed Armor, actually, because, I mean, with Legionnaire, you want to be, you're getting onto the high priority targets of your taunt and also trying to kill them down as quick as possible. And getting high HP with Legionnaire is fine because obviously you can take effect of the Barbed Armor. But if you're getting magic resistance and armor resistance, then obviously it's reducing the damage you're taking. You want to get high HP pull and high damage return with the Barbed Armor. But I mean, this item's still decent because it's most likely going to be turned into a barrier idol, and then obviously good for the whole of the team here for Night Raid. But I would have preferred the Barbed Armor, honestly, because he can almost solo kill Wretched Hag by himself if obviously the Barbed Armor is picked up, but we'll have to see.
Well, keep an eye on that. He again has another 1,400 gold saved up here. Silhouette tried to kill Wretched Hag at the top lane, tried to be a little crafty with the illusion, but Wretched Hag was able to blink away, and thus is fine in the end, of course. About 2,000 gold saved up on her, so again, working towards that Shrunken Head now. Most likely, I mean, I don't know. Actually, as I say that, I mean, I guess it still is important to have against, like, Kelfield and other things, stun lockdown from Pebbles, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say it here and I'll say it again, but when you're going against Tree, just Shrunken Head is a perfect and there's a core item on any hero practically. Like, Tree, they run almost the same sort of style of play every single time. It's 4-1 strategy, and they run so much heavy magical damage. So.
No, but
Shrunken Head is great.
Wretched Hag's though getting a Shrunken
Head.
Sorry.
I thought you meant Silhouette, but Silhouette should pick one up as well, just in that case. But yeah, Wretched Hag, yes and no in that respect, because I think it's good because she's going against Pebbles and Bubbles and Glacius, but at the same time, obviously, Silhouette and Legionnaire can still stop her. So it's kind of, she's caught in a rock and a hard place. Yeah, she has to pick up Shrunken Head, but if she does, then it's not that effective because she can still get locked down due to the sort of the physical stuns in that respect, obviously to Legionnaire and Silhouette. But yeah, I think it's still needed because it's so cookie cutter build on Rich Hague to get the Tron Ed. So.
Yeah, for good
and
reason.
she's quite squishy. So.
Top lane, Magnus, that is a real Silhouette once again coming out. He will kill the tower though, and he ports out before further action happens. So good, well played right there by King Plato. He kind of did the math. He knew that he was going to be able to stand his ground long enough and get the hell on out of there. Hanskin in the meantime does get picked off at the bottom lane, by the way. He did use a Bat Blast as well, which obviously does not work in any kills. So, I mean, again, he has 2,200 gold saved up, but getting him picked off. So overall, very, very good situation there. Coming out for Night Raid right there. I believe Barrier Idol just finished on Legionnaire. Is actually going to be delivered out to him. So, you know, kind of one of those items that, you know, maybe we'll see something with that. You talked about the possibility of a Shrunken Head on Silhouette. Maybe that's going to be the big key to move forward. 3,600 gold now saved up. Here goes the Congra. This is another big thing, of course. Again, I'm not 100% sure what Congra kill this would be. Maybe the third. At least it's the second. We know that. But we'll see if maybe Bananas drop. But actually not going to be 100% because they know Magnus is here. Yeah, Crack has no clue that they know, but he's going to be gone on. Can he get any kind of response from his team? No, he cannot. He just melts. And what is Torture doing? I mean, by then you figure, okay, yeah, he's dead. Why are you still running in?
Man, Wretched Hag used a buyback as well, so they really wanted to defend that Congra in two massive pickles actually, and this might be Rax actually.
It's moments like that. You know, again, Night Raid's been playing this very well, and they've been in the lead, but where you just kind of really scratch your head. And this is not the same Willowkeeper that we're used to seeing. You know,
no, we're not.
In previous cycles. So, and I know the easy cop-out would be to say, yeah, sure, you know, Hanskin having a ringer is
no, it's not just that.
There seems like there's more to it, definitely.
Definitely. I mean, Hanskin's played, he's played all right this game. The other two series have been a lot better from Hanskin. He's played fantastic, and I would definitely not sort of criticise Hanskin. I mean, he's played very, very well. Definitely acceptable for a stand-in carry, you know, even better in that respect. But yeah, I mean, I actually did speak to Houston the other day, and he said this whole month of Tree, there's just had some bad decisions and just some bad happenings. But I mean, they're going to lose most likely 2 racks, but they're going in though. Yeah,
this is going to be a game final fight right here. The jump on a Boxy Ravener locked out completely the whole time. He ends up dying. He does not have a buyback, or he does actually. He buys back right away. But the damage is going to be too intense right here. He pops the Shrunken Head. Ravener going back in, hoping for the best. It's actually doing some good damage to Silhouette himself. But the trick of, he gets the kill in the process. And he is still going. They do lose the rack, so again, a lot of damage done no matter what here by Night Raid. But at least they are going to be able to clean up a little bit. At least the best that they can again. So that they do. I mean, more buybacks used, though, especially including the one on Ravener as he used. So, sure, it's good that they finished it the way they did. But, again, big picture, middle rack's completely clean. They lost the melee top. Silhouette, I guess, yeah, she did die even with the token as well. So they got that taken care of, too. But they will not have a huge timetable left here. 37 minutes in already. And down really 2 racks here, at least in the melee sense. At this point, middle lane actually. Magma's just stunned too. He is in a lot of trouble right here. Now Pebbles, Envious on top of Hag. He's going to go for a solo kill. A couple more auto attacks. It's not going to be enough actually. Wretched Hag will survive. Bubbles though coming in. He's trying to maybe get the finish. He puts the Chief Stick on a Ravener. Song of the Sea just out of range of Hag, and he has to portal key away. And Pebbles ends up dying. Man, the communication didn't seem like they were both on the ball as far as what they wanted to do. And, well, ends up backfiring for Pebbles. Bubbles is going to be able to shell surf away. So maybe, I guess, Tree definitely still has at least hope here.
Man, Ravener's doing so much damage, man. Like, he's got 200, 226, plus his auto attack damage. That's only got 300, 400 damage per auto attack. I mean, people say Ravener can't carry, but man, with Empath inside of him as well, man, he hits like an absolute truck.
You know, I've heard this idea of the carry Ravener, and I know we've seen possibilities of it. It just seems like it never really works out, though. This really is the first time that I think we've kind of seen the potential of what a hard-hitting Ravener can actually do, at least with the appropriate farm and build and whatnot. So, you know, maybe it's just the player himself in box. He knows what he's doing with it. I don't know, man. But to be frank, I mean, this is the first time and the best game we've seen in the carry Ravener. Now, he is going to do some good damage on the Bubbles right here as his teammate, though, falls in Torturer. But now he's going for a Legionnaire. Taunt is up. Silhouette with the illusions, putting out plenty of right-click physical damage. Ravener is out of mana completely. Here comes a Bapless, though, but on the illusions majority, the real Silhouette, she's able to tree grapple away. She's kind of stuck right here. She ports back in, actually, and then she blinks away with the portal key. Boxy is indeed still going. He is a serial killer, after all. According to the haunted announcer, he goes back in. That's the real Silhouette's blocked, though. This is why King Pluto did this. They don't have any clue, though, but Pebbles, he must find Ravener. and he finally picks him off in the end.
Top lane.
Oh, he's doing everything,
Top
man.
mid.
Yeah, you do look at the base. I mean, so the way that ended, I mean, maybe if Ravener ended up living, then perhaps something different, but that could have been the nail in the coffin, as I say. At this point, there's no buybacks. Their base is getting destroyed. They're going to give up a Conquer kill here. That could have very likely actually done it there at this point. So, yeah, it was fun to watch the Ravener, you know, being the hard-hitting hero that he clearly can't be a show in this game, but things just weren't coming together overall for Dawn. Or Willowkeeper, excuse me. And there goes Conquer. That is the second Conquer kill there. No banana, so. Token on Silhouette. To understand it, you know, especially being the last game, Tree's just like, you know, let's at least play it out.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, they are fighting against 2 racks, and yes, it's hard, but, I mean, still, they are winning the team fights, and as long as you're winning the team fights, there's always a potential to, you know, to come back into the game. I mean, all it takes is one bad team fight to happen for Night Raid. They lose 1 Rax, and another bad team fight, they lose the second one, and then it's, you know, it's fair game, and all's fair, but I mean, they are still behind by nearly 15,000 gold. Tree are here. They're fighting against Token, and I mean, a team fight has got to be almost perfect initiation. Everything's got to go perfect here for Tree if they are going to survive. But like you said, I mean, it's the last game. Might as well try.
Yeah. Might as well try. So they are going to hang in there. In fact, Wretched Hag, did I just see that? Yep. He's getting by as a Thunderclaw. So I don't. Is that just the case that they know that a fight's coming, so he wants to get something effect? Okay, yeah, he's going to sell it, actually. I was going to say, I just don't get that, though.
He doesn't have enough for Shrunken, though, so he should buy something. Although he doesn't have a buy, but yeah, so he should definitely buy that. If he can't get 300 gold, then he should buy it.
Okay.
Yeah, good play.
So that does make sense then, yeah.
No, that's a good play from Hanskin, because he doesn't have enough for a Shrunken. So he should buy something, because the team that's coming in, it's better to use the gold if you don't have a buyback.
To be fair, he could sell the Grave Locket and get a Shrunken Head if you really wanted to.
But Shrunken's still not important, though. Silhouette and Legionnaire on the board, so.
That's true.
Oh, Eruption!
Eruption. It's a pretty good chance right here. The Silhouette, those were all fake, apparently. God, this hero, man. Pebbles jumps in, but a quick 40 key reaction. The goes Wretched Hag. So a lot of back and forth kind of fakes coming out on either side. But obviously, Magnus Eruption is down now. How we're very aware. Empath using her ultimate with the As-1 on Ravener. So I keep calling this Dampier.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
I keep thinking it's Dampier, honestly. I keep having to do a double take. But anyways. It's obviously Night Raid knows that they can hang around here. They got the middle, they got the top being pushed in heavily. We've seen this situation many times before with teams being up. So all 5 are still hanging around. That is the real Silhouette currently. She has her ultimate. She's going to use a Geometer's Bane.
I mean, it's really important that Ravener actually keeps getting the stacks up, not only to sort of counter push, but also to keep his stacks, obviously, you know, Electric Frenzy up as well. So expect Boxy to sort of be top and bottom.
Magnus jumps in. Ravener thinking about going in. He takes the sheepstick, though, and he's going to get bursted down. Will it be enough in the end? He barely stays alive. He can't get anything off, though. He does fall. And what was a tough effort in the first place, it's going to prove to be extra difficult. Now, okay, I guess he buys back. So maybe there still is some. Stormblade's getting plenty of damage. He can't kill Glacius, though. It's not enough. Bathblast hits them all, but the Barrier Idol just came out before that. It mitigates plenty. Silhouette is still alive in the meantime with that token alive. So they're getting so close to having some kills happen here, but it's just not enough. They got Glacius, but obviously that's not a big deal. Ravener, Ball Lightning, he's just having fun with it. And he eventually will fall, but I think the Willowkeeper, yeah, they're going to have to throw in the towel. There you go, GG, well played. Weekend 1, Willowkeeper is out. Reason Gaming is out. I mean, Nullstone Gaming is out. This top 4 we have, BMG and Sync share in the winter bracket finals. Maybe nothing too crazy there, but Dawn versus Night Raid. In the losers bracket is going to be our matchup next weekend.
It's ridiculous. Like, if someone said to me that Tree would be out before second week, I'd just be laughing at them. It just doesn't make sense. But again, time and time again, I said that near the start of Hon Tour Season 3 that okay, yes, Sync are the top team in Hon. That's, you know, no one can disregard that. But for, you know, the top 2, the top 3, top 4, there's so many different teams and so many, you know, different teams that are strong and different, and there's so much competition for that second and third spot. And you know, we're showing it here.